Hello, I'm Brianna. You know, one of my favorite things to do in the summer is to go to the lake. One thing you never want to happen, though, is to be on the lake during a storm. A boat is not a safe place to be. In today's Bible story, Jesus' disciples found themselves on a lake during a storm. Watch this.
Jesus spent all day teaching crowds of people near the Sea of Galilee. That evening, Jesus wanted to cross over to the other side of the sea. He said, "Let's cross over to the other side of the lake." So Jesus and his disciples left the crowds. They got into a boat and began sailing. Some of the people from the crowds followed in their own boats. While Jesus and his disciples traveled, Jesus fell asleep on a cushion at the back of the boat. All of a sudden, a storm came. The wind was strong, and the waves crashed into the boat. Water was coming into the boat, and the disciples were afraid. Many of the disciples were fishermen. They had survived storms on the sea before, but this storm was different. It was so strong. If the water kept coming in the boat would sink. Surely they would all drown. The disciples looked to Jesus for help, but Jesus was still fast asleep at the back of the boat. He didn't seem to even notice the storm. Did Jesus care that they were about to sink into the sea? The disciples woke up Jesus. "Lord, save us," they said. "We are going to die." Jesus opened his eyes and saw that his friends were afraid. He got up and spoke to the wind. Then Jesus said to the sea, "Silence, be still." At the sound of Jesus' voice, the wind stopped blowing and the waves stopped crashing. Everything was calm. The disciples were safe. Jesus looked at his disciples and asked, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" Did the disciples not trust Jesus to take care of them? The disciples were amazed. "Who is this man?" they asked each other. "Even the wind and the waves obey him." Who is this man? Jesus' disciples knew Jesus was a good man and a good teacher. When Jesus calmed the wind and the waves, he showed his disciples that he is also God. God rules the sea and stills its waves.
Whoa! Jesus' disciples were afraid that their boat would sink and they would all drown. But someone on the boat had the power to rescue them. Who has power over creation? Jesus has power over creation because he is God the Son,